ChillbrewRadio
I was stuck tracing lines on the map, overthinking the week that just flew. Caught in that low-level trap of little things I had to do. The quiet hum of the morning light felt heavy, gray, and routine. But then you looked up perfectly bright and changed the entire scene. It's the brightest noise I've ever known, a high note on a simple scale, like a wind chime struck when the rain has flown. That perfect accidental exhale. I swear my day is measured out in those 3 seconds, crystal clear, chasing away all the clouds of doubt, the sweetest sound my ear can hear. You don't even plan that sudden lift, it just happens honest and true. A tiny, unexpected gift in the middle of everything new. I try to hold on to the ripple when you settle down and smile, like catching sunshine on a chapel and keeping that warmth for a while. The brightest noise I've ever known, a high note on a simple scale, like a wind chime struck when the rain has flown. That perfect accidental exhale. I swear my day is measured out in those 3 seconds, crystal clear, chasing away all the clouds of doubt, the sweetest sound my ear can hear. Forget the static on the radio dial, forget the complicated drone. That sound is my favorite track for a mile, a melody played just for me alone. Crystal clear, year after year, the sweetest sound my ear can hear, measured in melody. Never marked the day we met, just fell into a comfortable net. We talked for hours on the stair, with nothing heavy in the air. I learned your stories one by one, beneath the slow retreating sun. There was no pressure, just the space to finally find my resting place. This wasn't lightning in the grave, no sudden burst to steal the day. It was a whisper on the wire, a slowly burning steady fire. Now every time you look my way, I feel the soft focus start to clear. This gentle gravity, my dear, is how I know I'm falling here. You always reach for the 3rd chair and wear that old blue sweater there. I used to wave you off and leave, nothing much to weave or grieve. But now the silence when you're gone feels longer than the whole night long. A subtle craving, sweet and new, just to be in the room with you. This wasn't lightning in the grave, no sudden burst to steal the day. It was a whisper on the wire, a slowly burning steady fire. Now every time you look my way, I feel the soft focus start to clear. This gentle gravity, my dear, is how I know I'm falling here. I always thought that love would crash, a brilliant, blinding, careless flash. But yours is quiet as the moon, arriving softly afternoon. It wasn't built on shaky ground, it's solid where we stood and found that patience imaginations painted every line and made this quiet moment mine. This wasn't lightning in the gray, no sudden burst to steal the day. It was a whisper on the wire, a slowly burning steady fire. Now every time you look my way, I feel the soft focus start to clear. This gentle gravity, my dear, is how I know I'm falling here. Oh, falling slowly, falling deep. Promises the heart will keep. Falling softly, falling true into this life I found with you. Falling slowly, falling true. The murmur of the voices seems to climb. We're caught inside this busy place and time. I'm anchored by the corner, standing still, but every single moment feels unreal until I lift my gaze from where I'm standing and catch the silent message you are sending. I thought I hid my wishes well inside, but there's no place left where my spirit can hide. It's a perfect calculation, bright and true. The effortless attraction leading to you. There are 30 feet of distance stretching wide, and all the careless noise we stand beside. The physics of the room just doesn't apply in the clear and silent language in your eye. You bridge the gap with nothing but your look, like reading the last chapter of a book. The way you hold your head when you observe a simple, perfect motion, smooth and curved. You wait until I meet you there and pause, ignoring all the chatter and the laws of expectation that the crowd implies. You only need to show me your surprise. It feels like a light current starts to flow, a quiet, subtle promise, soft and slow. It's a perfect calculation, bright and true. The effortless attraction leading to you. There are 30 feet of distance stretching wide, and all the careless noise we stand beside. The physics of the room just doesn't apply in the clear and silent language in your eye. You bridge the gap with nothing but your look, like reading the last chapter of a book. It's not a hurried wave or just hello. It's the simple certainty of where we go. We don't need to whisper secrets in this space when every moment shines upon your face. I understand the story you impart right from the quiet border of your heart. It's a perfect calculation, bright and true. The effortless attraction leading to you. There are 30 feet of distance stretching wide, and all the careless noise we stand beside. The physics of the room just doesn't apply in that clear and silent language in your eye. You bridge the gap with nothing but your look, like reading the last chapter of a book. Across the room the world is fading out, removing every shadow, every doubt. Just the sweet connection and the silent sigh from across the room. The language in your eye, in your eye, in your eye, in your eye. The streetlights looked a little blurred and low. I hate hated the way the city wind would blow. We were stuck beneath that narrow awning gray. I kept staring at the minutes slip away. I hadn't planned on speaking out that night. I held my breath and tried to look polite. Then you shuffled your worn leather coat and cleared the quiet trouble in your throat. It wasn't what you said or how we met. It was the memory that I can't forget. Just the simple way you asked me for the time. Felt like sunlight bursting through the grime. An 11-minute conversation sweet, where the universe decided we should meet. And suddenly the moment felt so bright, as your words became my first favorite light. We talked about the summer plans we shelved, and how you wish that you could be an elf. You mentioned that you liked my worn out shoes. I stumbled just to tell you my good news. I watched the corner where your smile would catch. You pulled a tangled silver key from your dispatch. I told you all the movies I had seen. You knew the quiet meaning in between. It wasn't what you said or how we met. It was the memory that I can't forget. Just the simple way you asked me for the time. Felt like sunlight bursting through the grime. An 11-minute conversation sweet, where the universe decided we should meet. And suddenly the moment felt so bright, as your words became my first favorite light. I hadn't planned on letting down my guard. I thought connecting always must be hard. But somewhere between weather and the news, I realized I had nothing left to lose. It was only chatter, simple and so small, but it changed the way I watched the raindrops fall. It wasn't what you said or how we met. It was the memory that I can't forget. Just the simple way you asked me for the time. Felt like sunlight bursting through the grind. An 11-minute conversation sweet, where the universe decided we should meet. And suddenly the moment felt so bright, as your words became my first favorite light. Just that sweet echo of your tone. Suddenly I knew I wasn't quite alone. The first words you said to me, a perfect history. Just the first words you said to me, a perfect history. The air was thick with conversations high. Watch the dust mote spinning in the beam. I was nodding to a story passing by, lost inside the rhythm of a daylight dream. Then something shifted near the window frame, a sudden gravity I didn't seek. I couldn't even whisper your name, but felt the silence settle on my cheek. That's the quiet center of the crowded floor, the way you look at me from 40 feet away. It's a language that I never knew before, a silent promise whispered in the day. You don't move a muscle, don't even lean, but the space between us just begins to burn. It's the clearest, brightest truth I've ever seen. It's the moment when my universe can turn. Your eyes are pools of honey, warm and deep. They hold a question and a memory too. It's like you're waking promises I keep, and shining light on everything I do. Frantic edges of the room grow thin. The melody chatter starts to fade. It's just the arc that your attention spins, a perfect path your subtle gaze has made. That's the quiet center of the crowded floor, the way you look at me from 40 feet away. It's a language that I never knew before, a silent promise whispered in the day. You don't move a muscle, don't even lean, but the space between us just begins to burn. It's the clearest, brightest truth I've ever seen. It's the moment when my universe can turn. Maybe others look and see just glass and stone, a simple glance that lasts a second long. But for us, it's knowing we are never alone, a certain tether where we both belong. It's a secret shared across the polished wood, a tiny perfect map of where we stand. And suddenly the present understood, held like a feather, open in your hand. That's the quiet center of the crowded floor, the way you look at me from 40 feet away. It's a language that I never knew before, a silent promise whispered in the day. You don't move a muscle, don't even lean, but the space between us just begins to burn. It's the clearest, brightest truth I've ever seen. It's the moment when my universe can turn. Across the room, beneath the light, holding me completely still, this soft and sudden golden light against my will, against my will. The way you look at me still, you look at me still. Stones knew my routine, 1,000 days, the same old scene. I walked the line, I checked the clock, my inner life was locked in stock. I wasn't looking for a sign, just waiting for the rain to find. My thoughts were slow and measured gray, and nothing ever broke the day. It was only one word, 6 letters long, but suddenly the word was song. Future could be found, just hello soft upon the air, and every moment settled there. The anchor lifted off the sea and pulled the real world up to me. I think the sunlight caught your hair, a moment fragile, sweet and rare. I didn't hear what came next though, my mind was caught within the glow. You asked about the time or weather, and tied my scattered threads together. Your voice was low, a steady grace, the calmest feature in this place. It was only one word, 6 letters long, but suddenly the world was song. That little pause, that quiet sound was where my future could be found. Just hello soft upon the air, and every moment settled there. The anchor lifted off the sea and pulled the real world up to me. We save our breath for declarations vast, the promises we think are built to last. But all the turning of the page can happen on a quiet stage, a whispered greeting, nothing more than stepping through an open door and finding all the light inside where two completely separate roads collide. It was only one word, 6 letters long, but suddenly the world was song. That little pause, that quiet sound was where my future could be found. Just hello soft upon the air, and every moment settled there. The anchor lifted off the sea and pulled the real world up to me. Just hello, still ringing true. The best thing that I ever knew. The quietest start. Just hello. The quietest start. I was comfortable in neutral shades, folding moments into slow decades. The counter clock was ticking low and dull, my internal rhythm running near full. I watched the steam curl from my porcelain cup, tired of waiting for the world to wake up. I never thought a shift could be so near, or that a turning point could sound so clear. Was the shortest line in the conversation, yet it shifted my entire destination. Just a simple, quiet, 4-letter word, the most beautiful sound I'd ever heard. In the air around us shimmer like the sea when you leaned across and whispered hello to me. The smallest moment, the largest light, making everything feel suddenly right. I think I stumbled on the reply I made, feeling every planned defense instantly fade. You didn't ask about the weather or the news, you just asked about the book that I would choose. And the way you smiled was easy and so wide, I felt a hidden current running on the tide. You opened up a pathway in the dust, building everything on simple truth and trust. It was the shortest line in the conversation, yet it shifted my entire destination. Just a simple, quiet, 4-letter word, the most beautiful sound I'd ever heard. And the air around us shimmered like the sea when you leaned across and whispered hello to me. The smallest moment, the largest light, making everything feel suddenly right. If I had caught the bus 5 minutes early, if the lights had changed a little more surely, if I had worn my watch on the other hand, I might never have stood where we first planned. It wasn't a grand, explosive, sudden sign, just the gentle crossing of your path and mine. A tiny spark that lit a perfect fire, fulfilling every secret, deep desire. It was the shortest line in the conversation, yet it shifted my entire destination. Just a simple, quiet, 4-letter word, the most beautiful sound I'd ever heard. And the air around us shimmered like the sea when you leaned across and whispered hello to me. The smallest moment, the largest light, making everything feel suddenly right. That quiet, simple word, that started everything we know. Oh, hello, making everything feel right. The cafe air was cool and gray, just another ordinary day. I watched the steam rise from my cup, hoping the silence would hold up. I wasn't looking past the hour, lost in my own quiet power. Then I saw your shadow near the stand, a book held loosely in your hand. And you didn't ask me for the time, you just offered up that simple rhyme. It was just a simple sound, 3 syllables flat, the shortest sentence where we sat. But that hello unlocked the way to every wonderful moment since that day. It wasn't a question, wasn't a plea, the first bird that learns to sing. A gentle current in the stream, waking me up inside a dream. If you had muttered just your name, the feeling might have been the same. But that soft syllable, clear and low, was everything I needed to know. I saw the light rush to the pain, washing away the steady rain. It was just a simple sound, 3 syllables flat, the shortest sentence where we sat. But that hello unlocked the way to every wonderful moment since that day. It wasn't a question, wasn't a plea, it was a sound before the start of me. A quiet key turning the lock. That hello started the clock. It's funny how the future swings on small insignificant things. A momentary pause, a passing glance, suddenly given a second chance. I think about the gravity of finding all of you in 3 letters perfectly. I wouldn't trade the silence kept for the moment that your voice first left. It was just a simple sound, 3 syllables flat, the shortest sentence where we sat. But that hello unlocked the way to every wonderful moment since that day. It wasn't a question, wasn't a plea, it was a sound before the start of me. A quiet key turning the lock. That hello started the clock. Just hello, the simple sound, turning the whole wide world around. That simple word, my favorite word. Hello. Thick with hurried friendly sounds, as laughter echoes off the wooden mounds. I watch the crowd of faces spinning near and filter out the whispers that I hear. The gentle chaos flows around the seas, reflected light upon the noisy streets. But suddenly the volume starts to drop, the moment that my searching senses stop. There's so much static noise within this space, but nothing else can interrupt your grace. My heart is tuning out the drumming sound, the instant that your gaze can now be found. It's 30 feet of polished floor and glass, a gentle current that will let the moment pass. The way you look at me across the line, it makes the entire universe align. You don't need words or anything to say, just silent beams that steal my breath away. A tiny window in the afternoon, where just the light from you arrives too soon. I see your mouth begin to curl and rise, a silver sunlight shining in your eyes. The awkward tension melts inside my chest. It's like my weary spirit gets a rest. The way you hold that patient, steady stare, dismissing all the within this place, but nothing else can interrupt your grace. My heart is tuning out the busy beat, the second that the glance makes us complete. It's 30 feet of polished floor and glass, a gentle current that will let the moment pass. The way you look at me across the line, it makes the entire universe align. You don't need words or anything to say, just silent beams that steal my breath away. A tiny window in the afternoon, where just the light from you arrives too soon. If every wall between us fell tonight, the message would remain just clear and bright. It's not a secret or a hidden need, it's just the steady promise that we read, a soft reply across the open air, a peaceful conversation resting there. It's 30 feet of polished floor and glass, a gentle current that will let the moment pass. The way you look at me across the line, it makes the entire universe align. You don't need words or anything to say, just silent beams that steal my breath away. A tiny window in the afternoon, where just the light from you arrives too soon. Just the light from you arrives too soon. That 30-foot conversation meant for me and you.
I was waiting for rain to stop falling down, just checking my phone in the sleepy old town. You walked to the counter, your focus intent on the bill and the change that the clerk only lent. You turned to the window, a quiet silence, and asked if the weather had left us bereft. I mumbled an answer, perhaps a bit shy, about sunlight returning eventually high. It wasn't a poem, no deep melody, just weather and work, the banality. But somewhere between the small talk and sighs, I heard something echo deep in your eyes. The world had a color I'd never defined because of the very first words you designed. We talked about coffee, too bitter, too hot, the book on the table, the plotted it got. Your hand traced the coaster, rhythm so low, and the easy exchange made the minutes just go. I learned you love music that nobody knew, and hated the noise that the busy streets threw. And though it was nothing profound or complex, my heart started beating outside of its checks. It wasn't a poem, no deep melody, just weather and work, the banality. But somewhere between the small talk and sighs, I heard something echo deep in your eyes. The world had a color I never defined because of the very first words you designed. If I hadn't lingered that minute too long, if the barista hadn't brewed the order so wrong, we might have just missed this connection we made, a delicate secret that time cannot fade. Just two separate orbits that briefly had spun, colliding in silence until the words run. It wasn't a poem, no deep melody, just weather and work, the banality. But somewhere between the small talk and sighs, I heard something echo deep in your eyes. The world had a color I never defined because of the very first words you designed. Just hello and a shy little glance, the start of our story, the beautiful chance. Oh, the very first words you designed. The tilt of the
I recall the first few months we spent just side by side. We were a friendly fixture, easy company to ride. No expectations hanging, nothing complicated there. Just comfortable silence and a weightless air to share. You were the open book I'd set upon my window ledge, steady contour close beside the harbor's edge. And if someone had asked me, I would simply say a friend. Never saw the pathway where the quiet roads would bend. It wasn't a collision, darling, not a sudden flash of light. It was a steady turning of the lonely winter night. I didn't tumble over, I just walked across the line. This slow surrender, finding out that I am thine. It is the gentle rising like the sun across the plain. This easy way of loving you, like walking through the rain. A quiet realization and the unhurried bloom, filling every corner of this brightly lit up room. I started noticing the way you always tilt your head, or the thoughtful way you rearrange the words you've said. I saw the light catch softly on the shadow of your jaw, and suddenly the simplest thing became a binding law. The day I watched you leaning on the railing by the sea, it wasn't just your image, but the place you held for me. That's when I weighing differently below. This feeling wasn't rushing, it was simply learning how to grow. It wasn't a collision, darling, not a sudden flash of light. It was a steady turning of the lonely winter night. I didn't tumble over, I just walked across the line. This slow surrender, finding out that I am finally thine. It is a gentle rising like the sun across the plain. This easy way of loving you, like walking through the rain. A quiet realization and the unhurried bloom, filling every corner of this brightly lit up room. They write the songs of lightning strikes and breathless wild desire, but mine's a steady ember banked beneath the morning fire. No sudden crashing heartbreak or a sudden urgent plea, just you becoming everything that's beautiful to me. And now I find the future is much clearer than before. I never shut the entry, so you walked right through the door. It wasn't a collision, darling, not a sudden flash of light. It was a steady turning of the lonely winter night. I didn't tumble over, I just walked across the line. This slow surrender, finding out that I am finally thine. It is the gentle rising like the sun across the plain. This easy way of loving you, like walking through the rain. A quiet realization and the unhurried bloom, filling every corner of this brightly lit up room. Just walking toward forever, slow step, gentle pace, finding peace and finding grace, this unhurried bloom with you. Ooh, blue with you. We started talking late one Tuesday night, just simple stories bathed in gentle light. No crashing thunder, no electric shock, just turning slowly like the kitchen clock. I didn't notice the color of your eyes until you mentioned reading in the skies. It wasn't a landslide, it was just a slow climb, a rhythm that whispered, perfectly timed, like sun through the window. I feel you arrive, the quietest magic to keep me alive. I wasn't prepared, but I love how it feels, this unhurried season as everything heals. We trace the shadows on the paper cuts, sharing the secrets of forgotten hopes. I watch you smile when the conversation dies. There is a freedom mirrored in your eyes. You don't demand a single hasty word, just the sweet melody of what is heard. It wasn't a landslide, it was just a slow climb, a rhythm that whispered, perfectly timed, like sun through the window. I feel you arrive, the quietest magic to keep me alive. I wasn't prepared, but I love how it feels, this unhurried season as everything heals. I used to chase the drama in the flash, a brilliant moment turning quickly to ash. I thought the passion had to burn so loud, lost in the quick change of a rushing crowd. But this gentle feeling, it just keeps me moored, a steady current that I hadn't explored. It wasn't a landslide, it was just a slow climb, a rhythm that whispered, perfectly timed, like sun through the window. I feel you arrive, the quietest magic to keep me alive. I wasn't prepared, but I love how it feels, this unhurried season as everything heals. Just turning slowly like a kitchen clock, moving onward without fear or shock. And I keep falling slowly, surely true, just like breathing, fall into you. The room is spinning, the chatter is loud, just another shadow within the crowd. I was leaning back against the wall, half hoping no one would notice me at all.
attention scattered like dust in the sun, waiting for the evening to finally be done. But then the noise just softly disappeared, as if the world's confusion was engineered to stop right when you lifted up your head and saw the space where I quietly stood. It's 40 feet of daylight breaking through the dark, a silent golden and illuminating spark. You see the blueprint of the person I could be, in the simple honest way you look at me. It filters out the worries and the rushing pace, just recognition across this crowded place. There is no challenge hanging in your stare, just quiet patience floating in the air. You don't require a single word to say, you just remind me that it's all okay. You look past the jacket and the nervous sign and see the fragile truth of what is mine. And every single hurried breath I take feels settled down and easy for your sake. The instant that your gaze begins to land, a message only we can understand. There's 40 feet of daylight breaking through the dark, a silent golden and illuminating spark. You see the blueprint of the person I could be, in the simple honest way you look at me. It filters out the worries and the rushing pace, just recognition across this crowded place. The ceiling starts to blur, the walls begin to fade, like every tiny careless mistake I ever made. Because in that specific perfect line of sight, it feels like morning breaking through the night. You cross the distance without moving feet and make the chaotic world sound so complete. 40 feet of daylight breaking through the dark, a silent golden and illuminating spark. You see the blueprint of the person I could be, in the simple honest way you look at me. It filters out the worries and the rushing pace, just recognition across this crowded place. Just the width of a whisper ringing clear, holding on to that feeling right here. The simple way you look at me from across the room, from across the room. The coffee was lukewarm, the window was gray, just watching the hours all fading away. I was lost in the silence, stuck in the hum, believing no bright thing was ever to come. The world outside moving, a blur on the pane, and I felt like a footnote beneath the soft rain. I was folding my napkin, preparing to leave, without a real reason or something to weave. Then the bell above the doorway rang low, and suddenly shadows agreed to let go. I wasn't expecting the slightest repair, until your 3 syllables hung in the air. Oh, just a quiet, simple, single hello. It told me everything I needed to know. It rerouted the map, it turned on the light, and changed all my future just standing in sight. 3 little sounds that shattered the glass, waiting had finally passed. You didn't rush forward, you didn't explain, you didn't try fighting the oncoming rain. You stood there so open, without any guise, with that soft, hopeful promise held in your eyes. A casual greeting, a turn of the head, the most important words that were ever said. I felt the walls crumble right down to the floor, like finding the key to a long locked door. Before that moment my spirit was numb, but suddenly feeling had started to come. I saw all the distance we had left to stride, but felt like I finally stood by your side. Oh, just a quiet, simple, single hello. It told me everything I needed to know. It rerouted the map, it turned on the light and changed all my future just standing inside. Three little sounds that shattered the glass and proved that the waiting had finally passed. If I'd been 5 minutes late on that day, if I'd looked the other direction and turned right away, I wonder what route my life would have taken. My purpose entirely lost and mistaken. That tiny moment, that thread held so thin, was the only true place where we could begin. Oh, just a quiet, simple, single hello. It told me everything I needed to know. It rerouted the map, it turned on the light and changed all my future just standing inside. Three little sounds that shattered the glass and proved that the waiting had finally passed. Oh, just a quiet, simple, single hello. And now all the best parts are starting to show. Oh, a simple hello. Hello.
Small table by the window glass, where the late afternoon sun began to slant. I was watching the hurried world pass, lost in a dull familiar chant, just me and the low hum of the ceiling fan in the corner of that coffee plant. Then you walked in like an unscheduled pause, and the brush drum suddenly drew close. I forgot every reason, forgot every cause, just the way your silhouette arose. That was the very first time, the first light. Nothing else felt quite right. Was the subtle shade of gray that lined the collar of your simple coat, or the careful quiet way you turned away as if reading a barely visible note, a perfect effortless melody I hadn't heard played before. Then you walked in like an unscheduled pause, and the brush drum suddenly drew close. I forgot every reason, forgot every cause, just the way your silhouette arose. That was the very first time, the first light. Nothing else felt quite right. Before you, it was only background sound, the gentle muffled noise of life unwound. But when you settled near the archway, suddenly I understood the music of that day. Just a sudden soft suspended beat, that first time, that moment sweet. A slow, quiet corner of July.
I saw you sitting near the window pane, just watching clouds reflect the coming rain. My book was open but I didn't read, I only thought about the thing I need. The air was thick with things I wouldn't say, I practiced speeches I would throw away. You looked up quickly, catching my own sight, and for a moment held the fading light. My heart was knocking like a restless drum, I knew the critical moment had now come. A million thoughts were blurring in my head, and then the silence lifted when you said, it was just a breath, a simple sound, the quietest word on solid ground. But that single hello you gave to me was the moment the whole wide world opened free. It wasn't poetry, it wasn't a rhyme, just the turning point in space and time. A simple verb delivered sweet and slow, the only way we had to start to grow. We spoke of trivial things that day, the common worries that just drift away, the gentle way you shifted in your chair and asked if I believed in chance or prayer. I didn't notice clocks or passing cars, my universe shrank down to where you are. The simple answer, light and true, all tied together by that little word from you. The anxious feeling vanished from the scene, and everything became a gentle green. The quiet pressure finally disappeared, all because that tiny word was cleared. It was just a breath, a simple sound, the quietest word on solid ground. But that single hello you gave to me was the moment the whole wide world opened free. It wasn't poetry, it wasn't a rhyme, just the turning point in space and time. A simple verb delivered sweet and slow, the only way we had to start to grow. Now we count the seasons that have passed and wonder how a start can move so fast. To think that all this history and grace depended on the air of one small space. If I had moved too quickly down the street, we never would have had this life so sweet. Just hello, the sound of everything starting, you know that little word so calm and low, the only way we had to start to grow. A simple verb, just hello. Thick with chatter and perfume. Another Tuesday night inside this crowded room. The noise is a symphony of forgettable sound, spinning me quickly till the world turns around. But then my eye catches the soft light you're holding, quiet confession that doesn't need scolding. You're talking to a friend, your posture is leaning, but still I know exactly what your look is meaning. It's the anchor in the crowd, the secret we keep, a promise held steady while the world falls asleep. From 30 feet away, or maybe it's 50, the careful way you look right through and ride with me.
It's a message that only my heart understands, held silently between your eyes and my hands. Just one glance across the space that's dividing, and suddenly the truth is completely residing. I watch the slight tilt of your head when you smile, and every conversation we've had for a while is woven right into the patient attention that requires no words, no vocal mention. It's not just seeing me here in the moment, it's seeing every battle that I have been led. It's just recognition, slow and so gentle, a private agreement, completely essential. It's the anchor in the crowd, the secret we keep, a promise held steady while the world falls asleep. From 30 feet away, or maybe it's 50, that careful way you look right through and right with me. It's a message that only my heart understands, held silently between your eyes and my hands. Just one glance across the space that's dividing, and suddenly the truth is completely residing. There's a perfect right angle between where we are standing, but the distance that divides is instantly disbanding. It doesn't matter who is talking beside me, your focus is the only thing guiding me. You draw a quiet line straight from your eyes to mine, and for a second, darling, everything is fine. It's the anchor in the crowd, the secret we keep, a promise held steady while the world falls asleep. From 30 feet away, or maybe it's 50, that careful way you look right through and right with me. It's a message that only my heart understands, held silently between your eyes and my hands. Just hold the light across the floor, that silent moment, nothing more. Just hold the light across the floor and pull me gently back to shore. Anchor in the crowd, anchor in the crowd. We always met by accident, just friends and nothing more, discussing simple sentences behind a closing door. I never thought to notice how you caught the quiet light, just sipping on a coffee till the early hours of night. There wasn't any signal, no dramatic shift in hue, just the easy, steady comfort of my time spent next to you. I kept my expectations small, I kept my corners neat, but darling, I forgot the way that water seeks the street. I'm falling sideways, slow motion, I swear, like tracing constellations in the humid air. This feeling wasn't ordered, it just arrived instead, a soft and unhurried current running through my head. I didn't leap, I only leaned and found you waiting there. Oh, the beautiful and gradual nature of falling in love with you. You talk about the novels that you read when you were young, and I just watched the effortless slow movement of your tongue. I memorized the pattern of the freckle on your wrist, the kind of quiet knowing that I didn't know I missed. It wasn't fireworks exploding, just a steady, clear belief that finding sanctuary could bring this sweet relief. We don't require the passion that arrives in hurried haste.
Our story is a vintage wine designed for gentle taste. I'm falling sideways, slow motion, I swear, like tracing constellations in the humid air. This feeling wasn't ordered, it just arrived instead. A soft and unhurried current running through my head. I didn't leap, I only leaned and found you waiting there. Oh, the beautiful and gradual nature of falling in love with you. If love is meant to conquer, let it take its time to bloom, avoiding all the shadows hiding in the empty room. We built this without pressure, brick by careful brick, and now I know the magic of the slow and steady tick. The tide is moving gently, but it pulls the water deep. A promise that I never meant to make, but wanna keep. I'm falling sideways, slow motion, I swear, like tracing constellations in the humid air. This feeling wasn't ordered, it just arrived instead. A soft and unhurried current running through my head. I didn't leap, I only leaned and found you waiting there. Oh, the beautiful and gradual nature, falling in love with you. Just falling, just leaning in. A beautiful and gradual place where our sweet life begins. Falling in love with you, slowly, gently, true. The city was muted, a damp Tuesday haze, the kind of slow quiet that just begs for phrase. I watched the brush drum on the china cup rim, just waiting for something, or maybe for him. I had my routine, my well-worn corner seat, another half hour till I walked down the street. But the moment you walk past the heavy glass door, the rhythm just skipped, then it settled for more, and everything shifted when velvet and slow, a perfect equation I didn't yet know. It was filtered light on a tired afternoon, the very first sound of a brand new tune. You didn't look up, you were finding a key, a casual gesture that captured only me. Your jacket, the color of late summer wine, a silhouette turning, a straight line divine, the quietest storm hidden 43rd Street, and suddenly every cliche felt complete. And the moment you walk past the heavy glass door, the rhythm just skipped, and it settled for more, and everything shifted when velvet and slow, a perfect equation I didn't yet know. It was filtered light on a tired afternoon, the very first sound of a brand new tune. I could not look away, I couldn't move fast, a fragile brief portrait that had to forever last, a quiet there. Just monochrome until you were there. Just watching the light settle in your hair. The moment, the very first time. Across the floor, I was tracing patterns near the exit door. The coffee grinder hummed a low and steady drone. I thought I was completely safe and sitting here alone. The voices of the tables overlapped and blurred, a million tiny moments waiting to be heard. But you looked up through the chatter, a sudden flash of blue, and all the noisy distance melted clean right through. It's a quiet kind of fire that travels through the air. The sweetest thing you give me is that look from over there. Your hand was softly resting on your worn book's heavy spine, and I knew exactly what that waiting glance was trying to define. The pressure of the moment made the room around us fade. Suddenly, it didn't matter what the conversation said. It was only recognition, simple, soft and true. A silent kind of language spoken just by me and you. And you looked up through the chatter, a sudden flash of blue, and all the noisy distance melted clean right through. It's a quiet kind of fire that travels through the air. The sweetest thing you give me is that look from over there. If I walked across the marble, would the magic disappear? Or is this silent promise strong enough to keep it clear? It's a secret conversation no one else is gonna see. A weightless kind of tether pull